Welcome. Welcome to the virtual press conference of the Urban Upbound VITA Tax Prep Kickoff Day. This is our EITC Awareness Day, and we're celebrating the Earned Income Tax Credit Awareness Day, making the public know about this valuable credit that is provided by the federal government. And we have been using this tool as a resource for our clients for the last 16 years. And I'm grateful to welcome each and every one of you to the virtual press conference for Urban Upbound's VITA Tax Preparation Kickoff Season. This is a little different. Normally, we're in a kinesthetic environment where we're gathered in front of our tax sites, whether it's in Harlem or in Brooklyn or in Manhattan or in Astoria, Queensbridge, wherever it may be, around the 5 boroughs of New York City. But because of this unprecedented time, we have to take to the virtual airwaves in order to promote this very, very important service, free tax preparation for New Yorkers. So I want to get started on today, and I want to bring our vast panel of participants on today that have joined us to amplify the message of free tax preparation. It's so important, especially now where the economic pandemic, the medical pandemic, all of these, the social, racial pandemic, all of these things just coming together, causing us to really need to press the accelerator on bringing things back together as quickly as we can. And I think getting hard-earned money back into the pockets of residents is really, really important. So I want you to see our partners, and they're here today to join us. And I want to welcome all of them to the screen today. And we're going to say hello to all of our Facebook viewers and our YouTube viewers and everyone out there, especially those in New York City and New York State that will be filing your taxes at one of our VITA sites. So welcome, everyone. Borough President.
Good morning.
Senator Mike Gianaris.
Hello, hello.
Commissioner Mike Schmidt.
Good morning.
Councilmember Costa Constantini.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Great to see you, brother.
It's good to see you as well. Well, listen, this is, here we go. The president of Astoria Houses, Miss Claudia Koger. Bless you, mother.
Good morning.
Good to have you. Good to have you. All right, the president of Ravenswood Houses, Miss Carol Wilkins. Bless you, Miss Carol Wilkins.
Hello.
All right, from the Brooklyn Tax Advocate's Office, Miss Bailey. Hey, Miss Bailey.
Morning.
Bless you. All right. Brenda Luke from the IRS.
Good morning.
Welcome, Brenda. Welcome. Okay, I think we have the number of people on that we can have at one time. And so thank you, everyone, for joining us for the Urban Upbound Tax Prep Virtual Press Conference. And I am fortunate and I am blessed to be able to have such a theater of advocates. And you guys are really responsible for making sure that in many cases, the resources to provide this vital service is there, the messaging for this service. And, you know, this is our 16th year. I remember Miss Koger, Miss Wilkins, Miss Adams at that time. We all came together, Miss Morris from Woodside, we all came together for our first tax prep season together. And what was so funny about that, Commissioner Smith, we did 84 returns between Astoria, Queensbridge, at Ravenswood, at Woodside, and we got back $256,000. And listen, we sent press releases out. We did this, we did that. We thought we saved the world, and we were. And here we are now, 16 years later, $200 million plus in returns, and arguably one of the largest tax preparers in the city of New York. And we're just grateful because it's because of our partners and because of you that we're able to operate in this space. And I know that we have our borough president on today, and he has another meeting that has to go to. And I know that all of you are very, very busy, and I don't want to take time talking, but the message I want to nail today, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, on multiple pages, but the message I want to nail today is how important it is for residents to take advantage of this free vital tax service. If you make under $70,000 a year, you can take advantage of this. And we're moving this, of course, to a virtual platform. And by appointment, you can come in and get your taxes done in person with social distance and all of those protective measures. But I believe that this is going to be an unprecedented time to really use the new tool of virtual to get people to get their taxes done. And we're going to take our time. We'll get on the telephone with folks. We'll walk them through whatnot. We're going to really just banish the mystique so that we can really get people involved. Queensborough President Donovan Richards.
Thank you, Bishop Taylor, and good to see my brother, Senator Mike Gianaris, and of course, my brother, Costa Constantinides, and all of our public housing tenant leaders on this line tonight. And I think you said the key word, free. Free. Do we need to, I don't think I need to have a long conversation here. Many times we go to these places, these institutions who you look to get a refund from, you file your taxes and you end up giving them $300 or $400 out of your income tax check, which is technically predatory if I had to call it that, if I had to say something about that. But here it is, you have an organization, a community-based organization, Urban Upbound, who's done some great work prior to me being the borough president. I could tell you in Far Rockaway, we would open our office up and they would see hundreds of people. And we would lend them that office and give them the space. And it seemed like every year they were taking more space. They even moved into my office, direct office during that period. But that's what it's about. It's about giving back. We know we are coming through and we're still living through this pandemic. Queens was the epicenter of that. Every dollar we can put together counts. People are struggling with, many of you who may be listening, struggling to pay your rent. You may be struggling to pay your mortgage. You may be struggling to make that car payment. And this is one way of trying to scrounge together just a few dollars and doing it free by using the services that Urban Upbound is offering. So I just wanted to stop by and say thank you, Bishop Taylor, for not just this work, but the work you've done around food insecurity. On this Tuesday, I think we'll be giving away about 13,000 pounds of food at Borough Hall. If anybody needs to come and grab a box, please come and do that. You can call the office, 286-3000, 718 area code. So if you're listening and need assistance, please don't hesitate to come down Tuesday. And once again, I want to thank Urban Upbound for the continued work that they do across the borough to bring equity and to bring justice to our community. So thank you, Bishop, for having me.
Borough President Donovan Richards, it is a pleasure to have you on today. And not only that, it's a pleasure to work with you as a city council member in Far Rockaway and the South Jamaica area, and now as a borough-wide leader. We're really looking forward to doing some innovative things and really making sure that Queens residents have the connectivity to all of the services that they need.
Yep.
And I'm so grateful that you have put together an aggressive platform along with a plan to accommodate that. So thank you so much, Borough President, for all that you do. Thank you.
God bless.
Now we have one of our strongest advocates in the state. He has been responsible for directing hundreds of thousands of dollars to Urban Upbound over the last few years. He is no stranger to anybody on this live today. You see him on national TV, local TV, and so on and so forth, advocating for the rights and the needs of residents in his Senate district. And I'm proud to introduce to some, but present to all, our Senator Mike Gianaris.
Bishop, thank you so much. It's great to be with you. We've been at this a long time, and Urban Upbound has been doing this tax prep, as you mentioned, for well over a decade now, saving millions of dollars for residents. And never is it more important than this year when people are struggling more than in the past. The economy is not doing great because of the pandemic. So every spare dollar that people can get, that people deserve, should be in their pockets so they could provide for their families. And without this service, I don't know how many people would be out even worse than they already are. So tremendous appreciation for you. Normally we're doing this in person, bundled up on the street corner out by Queensbridge. And given the weather today, I'm glad we're doing this virtually, except I would love to give an in-person hug to Ms. Koger, who is simply the best. So we'll catch up to that when we're allowed to do that safely. But you have a tremendous team of people, Bishop, and a tremendous group of supporters here. I mentioned Ms. Koger. I see Ms. Wilkins also on this call. Does great work at Ravenswood. All the elected officials who are here. It is our privilege to continue to support the good work you do and to make sure that people who work hard to make whatever they can in this tough time get to keep it for their families. So thank you, and always know that whatever support you need from me, you've got it.
Senator, thank you so much. You've always been there for us, and we're grateful to have you on today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
At this time, we're going to go to our New York State Tax Commissioner, followed up by one of our clients, Barbara Sims, who has been getting her taxes done at Urban Upbound for the last, I'm not going to steal her thunder, but she can tell you about that. But let's welcome our Commissioner for the New York State Taxation and Finance, Commissioner Michael Schmidt.
Well, thank you so much, Bishop Taylor. It's really great to be here. I'm up in Albany here, and it feels like I got invited to a party in Queens, and that's great, and that's a lot of fun. I could not be more grateful as the commissioner of our tax department here in New York State for the work that you and Urban Upbound do every year on behalf of the taxpayers of New York State. It is true that there are a lot of tax preparation services out there that don't actually serve our taxpayers very well. And the fact that you are doing this work year in, year out on behalf of our taxpayers is truly commendable, and it's something we're truly grateful for. And you know, in a year like this, where people are struggling economically, where the pandemic has hit folks hard, it's particularly important. And it's particularly important that we get the word out about the tax benefits that are available to New Yorkers. This is Earned Income Tax Awareness Day. I think oftentimes, understandably, people think about filing their taxes as something that doesn't sound like all that much fun, but people should be aware that there are real benefits that can come through their tax returns. And the Earned Income Tax Credit really is one of those. It helps over 1 million people in New York State every year. It can get them, when you combine the federal credit with the state and the city credits, it can be thousands of dollars. You know, but there's data out there that suggests that 400,000 people or thereabouts in New York who are eligible for the EITC don't actually file their returns to claim it. So there's a lot of money out there that struggling families can avail themselves of, and so really grateful for this opportunity to raise awareness. And again, really so grateful for the work that you do every year to provide low-income New Yorkers with free tax prep assistance. The other program I will just quickly plug is, in general, anyone in New York who makes below $72,000 can, through our website, access tax filing software where they can do their taxes on their own for free. And for some folks, they end up finding that it is an easy, a relatively easy process. And so I highly encourage everyone who's interested in that to visit our website at tax.ny.gov, search for free file, and you can find those programs as well. So So again, Bishop Taylor, so grateful for the work that you do every year and our work together today to raise awareness of the earned income tax credit.
Well, thank you so much, Commissioner Schmitz. And I know that you have another appointment that you have to run to, but I thank you so much for your patience on today. And I thank you for your partnership. And we look forward to partnering with you in the future. And I want all of our clients to know that Urban Upbound's tax services are open all year around. Some VITA tax sites are open seasonally, but we're grateful that we have a all year round tax service. So not only will you get your taxes done during the season, but if you have an issue or problem, we're here. We're not going nowhere. And like the commissioner said, there are tremendous benefits when you combine the federal and the state and the city credits together. That could equal thousands upon thousands of dollars. Last year alone in tax season, of course, we got preempted because of the COVID-19 restrictions. But even with that moving to a virtual platform, I think we did almost 11,000 individual returns on last year, resulting in about $12 million in returns to the community. So that, even with that adjustment because of the medical pandemic, we still were able to forge through, and we believe that this year we'll be able to do even more. So thank you so much, Commissioner. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, and really appreciate all of your creativity and hard work and continuing to deliver our services to New Yorkers.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so now we have a tax prep client, Barbara Sims. Now, I think they told me that Barbara is having some technical difficulties, but that's all right. While she's having a little technical difficulties, I'm going to ask everyone that's watching us to join us and partner with us in sharing this message, getting the message out that free VITA tax services are available to New Yorkers. How do I do that, Bishop? Hit the share button. Everyone watching, hit the share button and tag and tell at least 10 people that we're on the air on today. Okay, I think Barbara is still frozen. So having that condition, we're going to move to our Resident Association President of Ravenswood, Miss Carol Wilkins, for a few remarks.
Hello,
Wilkins,
everybody.
how you doing?
How are you? I hope everybody's well. Still trying to get through this pandemic, and I want to say that Bishop Taylor and Urban Upbound has been doing great work and helping a lot of the residents in Ravenswood with their tax income credits. It's been many years, and I think we've been there. I've been there since the beginning, and I'm so proud that everything is working well for Urban Upbound and also the residents of Ravenswood. In these times, everybody wants to get that extra money just so they can pay their bills, feed their families, and survive this, financially. So I'm really here for you, and hopefully everybody from Ravenswood will also, continue to use the tax services that you do have for the residents. So I thank you, and everybody else who's a part of that wonderful, wonderful service that we need and have.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wilkins, and we thank you for your partnership for tax prep every year, because hundreds of taxes returns are done in the Ravenswood houses. So we
Yes,
certainly thank you
yes.
for promoting that vital service. We have our council member for the 21, who is one of my dearest and best friends. We shared something this year during this season, and both of us contracted COVID-19. Unfortunately, his symptoms and the virus impacted him much more than it did me, but we stuck in there together as brothers and helping each other. And as a councilman, I'm proud to have someone of his integrity and of his regard representing us down at City Hall and the City Council. So help me welcome Councilman Costa. Costa.
Bishop Taylor, thank you, my brother. And I wish, we've shared so many things. I wish we didn't have to share COVID this past year. But but you are a great friend, a great leader in our community. I am so grateful to have you as a friend, and so grateful that you are in this community doing the work that you do, and so glad you got better so quickly, because we need you, and we need Urban Upbound to continue the great work that you're always doing. And this earned income tax credit and the work that you do, providing free tax services, giving people an opportunity, especially during this pandemic, it's even more important. They get to keep the money that is theirs to feed their families, to pay their rent, to pay their bills, to make sure they're able to continue to support their families during this difficult time. We need Urban Upbound and the work that you do. And it's not just this, whether it's giving food out at the Astoria houses or Ravenswood houses, where I've had the opportunity to join you, whether it's making sure there's full financial wraparound services and education. You're providing opportunity, and at this moment, we need organizations that are providing opportunities to our communities and giving them hope. And so the hope that you give, the hope that you're able to give every single person that you touch, we are grateful for. So thank you for including me today. Thank you for the work that you do. Everyone who's watching, make sure that if you qualify, if you make less than $72,000 a year, go to Urban Upbound virtually or in socially distant in person, and make sure you can keep the money that is yours. So that's the message today: is make sure you take advantage of this vital service. Thank you, Bishop Taylor, my brother. Thank you for all the work that you do.
Councilman, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and your support for the Astoria community at large. Thank you. Now we're going to move to, if there was a mayor in Astoria. Now, there would be, if there was a mayor in Astoria, there'd probably be an argument. If this was 30 years ago, you probably would, there would be a runoff between Peter Vallone Sr. and Claudia Koger in terms of mayor of Astoria at large. But I'm so grateful that we have the president of the Residents Association in Astoria Houses. She's like a mother to me and a mentor to me. And the reason why I'm in community development today is because of her. And I want to welcome Miss Claudia Koger. Mother Koger. You got to unmute yourself, Mother. You got to unmute yourself. Okay, we're going to have to come back to you because we can't hear you. All right, we'll come back to you, Mother, as soon as you get unmuted. All right. We're going to go now to Miss Bailey, who is from the Brooklyn Taxpayer Advocates Office in Brooklyn. And we're grateful to have her with us on this morning. And so, Miss Bailey, welcome.
Welcome. Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm representing the Taxpayer Advocate Service. So a lot of taxpayers may not know of our existence. So TAS is an independent organization within the IRS. A lot of people tend to think of IRS as, they have your money. No one wants to provide assistance. So the Taxpayer Advocate Service is your problem solver. For taxpayers experiencing problems with the EITC, they could come to the Taxpayer Advocate Service where you'll get individualized assistance. You'll get a caseworker to work with you through your issues. We have services in different languages. So it's we help the limited English proficiency taxpayers, and we're here to work with everyone. We understand everyone may not have the documents the IRS may be requesting, or they don't know where to start. Well, the Taxpayer Advocate, we are your voice at the IRS. So taxpayers will come to us, we'll assign you a caseworker that will work with the taxpayer through their situation. The EIC issues sometimes because of the housing situations, poverty, they may not be able to provide the IRS with the documents that are needed. We will work with the taxpayers to provide alternative documentation that they could use to prove their claim, because we know they're real people, and sometimes IRS may ask for traditional documentation that the taxpayer may not have. So if you have to prove residency, maybe in a year you've lived in rooms or you lived in different places. So we will work with you to request the documents that you need. Maybe this document may help you with this or another document. So we think outside the box in advocating for the EITC community and ensuring that they get the credit that they deserve and they need, and it's so needed in order for them to put food on the table for their family. So, once the taxpayers receive a notice from the IRS that, instead of being scared or going out there and getting scammed by unscrupulous preparers in the community, they could come to us and we will work with them to relieve the hardship. So we are a ray of sunshine within the IRS to assist them with any problems that they may have. So if they need assistance, they may call 877-777-4778. And we're here for them. So they could call. They don't have to be scared. Immigration, they don't have to be scared of any law enforcement. We are here for them. We are their voice at the IRS, and we are mandated by Congress. And even though we are IRS, we are an independent agency within the IRS. So we are the voice for the taxpayers.
All right. Excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Bailey. That was some great information. And let me also say to the folks that are viewing on today, Ms. Bailey said something that was very important. She said that there are a lot of unscrupulous preparers out there that are looking to take advantage of folks that need to get their taxes done. And of course, they have these rapid refunds that are being offered with high interest rates. Get all of your money back. Don't fall for the rapid ripoff, as I call it. Get all of your money back. Wait a couple of extra days and get all of your money back. Don't give a third of your return away for instant gratification. Keep all of your money. You need it in your pocket. Okay, we're going now to the IRS tax specialists. And I'm so glad to have Miss Brenda Stewart-Luke with us on today to talk about some of the advice that she would give to the community about tax preparation this year.
Well, one of the things, thank you so much. I'm from Communication Liaison in the IRS. So we're the face and we do presentations. We go out, we look for opportunities to share information. One of the things that I wanted to share today is the fact that a lot of people have said that they have not received the economic impact payment. What we like to say that because you might not have received it, maybe the first one or the second one, that you should relax, that you can have your, economic impact payment. This can be actually prepared and it would be put on your line 30 on your tax return. And by working with the VITA sites, they can help you to actually get your economic impact payment. So there's opportunities that you still can get it. Also, you would receive it either via direct debit, or you could get it various ways, such as a direct deposit, or you might actually get a paper check. I would say it's important that if you receive the document, you would receive a letter, a notice from the IRS. It would be a notice 1444, which would actually state the amount of money, because some people may not have received all of the monies they felt they needed to get with the economic impact payment. So that information would be documented on line 30 of the tax return. And what we're also saying, as Betsy said, you want to be careful of unscrupulous tax preparers that might actually tell you that they would work through helping you getting a larger refund. But we want to make sure that you understand that earned income is earned income, and the information that perhaps also that you're receiving some of it may be taxable, as an example with people that received unemployment compensation. So we want to be careful, and we do not want to get actually taken advantage of by unscrupulous tax preparers. So those are the hints and tips that I would like to tell you today, and so that you will not be scammed, because there might be some tax preparers that say they're going to help you get their economic impact payment quicker. IRS has a process, and we will help you. It's just now a matter of being patient. So thank you so much for inviting me to speak.
Thank you, Brenda. That, you brought up a very, very important point that I wasn't really thinking about, that, a lot of people are calling our office asking about how the stimulus is going to arrive in their account. And you're right. They have to be careful with tax preparers that promise you something just to get your business. The IRS has a process to deliver the stimulus money directly into your account. There's nothing extra that a retail preparer would have to do or should do to make that happen any quicker. So thank you so much, Ms. Luke, for bringing that to our attention on today. It was very, very important information. I'm going to go back to Ms. Koger before I go to George Atchity from the Taxpayers Advocates Office. Mother Koger, are you ready? Mother Koger? Okay, I don't think she's ready. All right, we're going to go to you, George, from the Taxpayer Advocates Office. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Reverend Taylor. Like you mentioned, my name is Georgia J.T. Ms. Bailey is one of my employees. She has said a lot. Dara Tucker is my colleague. And for Taxpayer Advocate Service, our service is unique. It is free. And so you can have organization within the IRS, however, it's independent from IRS, that can help you and assist you resolve your issues. Ms. Bailey has said a lot, but one thing that I'll mention is the program of offset bypass refund. There are times that, bottom line is, if you owe IRS money and you file your taxes and you're going to get a refund, IRS is usually going to take that money. However, if you are facing economic hardship, you get an eviction, you have eviction notice, the only source of transportation to your work need repairs, your light are being turned off, you can come to us and we can assist you get the refund, even though you owe IRS money. And so that is a wonderful program that is out there. The fact that you owe IRS money doesn't mean that you will not be able to get your refund if you have documentation to show that, hey, I'm facing economic hardship and I need this money to be able to survive. I need this money to be able to keep my lights on or stay in a warm place in a house or in an apartment. So when you come to us, we'll be able to assist you to get you the refund. I'm authorized to sign and approve a refund to you up to the amount of money that you show that you need to alleviate that hardship that you are going through. So that option is also available to you in addition to everything that Ms. Bailey has said. So please, if you find yourself in this situation, come to us and we will assist you to get your refund or get the amount that you need to alleviate you from the hardship. Another thing is e-filing. This year, the best word is e-filing. If you decide not to use any free vital program or whatever, wherever you go to prepare your taxes, make sure you are e-filing, because that is going to be the fastest way to get your refund. 2019 tax returns, some of them has not been processed yet. Those who file paper return, IRS still going through because of the pandemic and the shutdown and everything else. So please make sure you e-file. That is going to be the fastest way to get your refund. And thank you very much for this opportunity to speak at this event.
Hey, Bishop Taylor.
Yes.
Taylor. Hey, this is Mr. Tucker. I'm sorry, I had some computer issues getting online. Didn't realize.
Daryl, how you doing, my brother?
I know it's been a while, right? How's everything?
Yes, sir. Everything is well. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, absolutely. Talisha kept us abreast, and she told us about the Chrome aspect of, because I have an Apple computer.
I got you.
But anyway, I just want to comment. I
Let me
don't know.
let me let me introduce you, Daryl. Let me tell
Okay.
everyone, Daryl Tucker is he's been a couple of different places, but he's now the Manhattan tax advocate, and he's been with us. He was in Brooklyn for many years and has been very helpful to our clients in Brooklyn, and now in Manhattan overseeing that operation. So what I'm trying to say is that this tax movement, that's what it is. It's a movement, right? And our movement is to make sure that, number one, you get the overpayment that you pay to the feds and to the state and to the city. And then number two, that you take advantage of all of those vital tax credits that you qualify for. And then number three, to make sure you get that money back, all of it back, as quickly and as safely as possible. And we have all these advocates on, so if you run into a problem, have a snag, you can call these folks and they can help you. Let me introduce and present to some Daryl Tucker.
Hey, thanks a lot, Bishop Taylor. I got to tell you, I miss coming out to Long Island City, but as my fellow comrades within the Taxpayer Advocate Service stated, we're that independent organization, and we want to help the taxpayers who are experiencing issues with their refunds. But one of the things, most importantly, is that I'm not sure if they commented on this earlier. If you're looking to get these earned income tax credit or child tax credit or any other credits, more than likely you do have to wait until the third week of February for your refund to post to come back to you. So be patient with that, as the IRS is experiencing some issues with the pandemic and getting refunds out to people from last year. We're encouraging everyone, as George mentioned, to file electronically, because that is the most secure and fastest way to get your refund. In addition to that, a lot of issues that came up from 2019, ensure that you're filing with your W-2 and not your final pay stub, because you may have forgotten that you worked someplace other than your current job, and that's going to create a delay. All right. I don't know if Kim is on. Kim, are you on? Kim? Randall? But anyway, yes.
I don't think Kim is on.
Okay, all right. So anyway, good luck this following season. If you run into an issue and there's a hardship issue, we're there to be your voice. You just contact us, and we're taking from that point to assist you in any way we can regarding your federal tax refund matter. All right, but give it time. If you're filing it, as I mentioned, any credits such as EITC or child tax credit, you shouldn't expect your refund until at the latest, at the earliest, probably the March 1st time frame. But Bishop Taylor, as always, thanks for inviting me. And again, it's a pleasure to be here to tell the folks out there what we do, and more importantly, all the services that we provide are indeed free.
Well, thank you so much, Daryl. It's always a pleasure to work with you and to work with all of the team members that are working with you. We have Mother Claudia Koger, the president of Astoria Tenant Association. Hopefully she can unmute so she can give you a word of wisdom, and she'll be our final speaker on this morning. Mother Koger, I think she's having a problem unmuting herself. All right. I wish I can come over there and unmute you, but I can't. Talisha, is there any way you can unmute? No, the mic isn't connected. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank our borough president, Donovan Richards. I want to thank our state senator, Mike Gianaris. I want to thank our council member, Costa Constantinides. I want to thank our president from Ravenswood Houses, Miss Carol Wilkins. I want to thank our Astoria president, Miss Claudia Koger. I want to thank Daryl Tucker from the Manhattan Taxpayer Advocates Office. I want to thank Betzeta Bailey from the Brooklyn Taxpayer Advocate Service. I want to thank Brenda Luke, the IRS Tax Specialist Communication Liaison. And I want to thank Commissioner Michael Schmidt, who is the Commissioner for New York State Finance and Taxation. It has been an awesome time. I want to also thank David Miller, who is the director of this program, who is responsible for its exponential growth over the last decade. And I want to thank the team, Ahmad, and the team that's working feverishly to ensure that taxes are done quickly, accurately, and to the benefit of our clients. And I believe that the best thing that you can do this year, if you qualify, if you make under $70,000 a year, you qualify to get your taxes done at Urban Upbound. And if you don't have a bank account, you can open up your bank account online at the Urban Upbound Federal Credit Union and have your return electronically deposited into your Urban Upbound federal account. So call up, make an appointment, and if you have the ability to go to our website to file online, it's uutax.org. Maybe we'll put that up, uutax.org. If you go right to our site, or you go right to the Urban Upbound website, urbanupbound.org, and then hit tax, and it'll take you right to the page to make your appointment. Now, if you want to do your taxes virtually, you don't have to make an appointment. Just log right in. There it is, to uutax.org. uutax.org. You don't need an appointment. You can get your taxes done right now, right on the spot, right now, by logging in to uutax.org and just answer a few simple questions, and then boom, it'll tell you how to do it all. It's very simple, very easy. And if we have counselors and advisors standing by, and we'll walk you through it. And we'll walk you through getting your return done. In some cases, you may have to fax some documents or something like upload some documents if you have the ability to upload documents and things of that nature. But whatever way, we're going to make it possible for you to be a successful tax client in this virtual space. Our seniors, we want to let you know that we're going to work with you to make sure that you can get your taxes done safely and securely, okay? And even if you don't have the ability to do it online, you'll call the number 718-784-0877, and someone will walk you through how to get your taxes done quickly, accurately, and safely. All right. Well, thank you so much. I want to thank the YouTube family. I want to thank the Facebook family for joining us on today. And if you're watching this live after it has aired, the thing that you can do to help us promote this tax season is to share this broadcast and tag as many people as you can and let them know that tax season is open and it's time to file your taxes. One thing my dad used to always tell me, he said, listen, Mitchell, if you make money, pay taxes. And as I was growing up over the years, I used to hear people talking about, oh, I'm going to avoid this tax and avoid that tax. But you don't want to do that. If you're making money, you want it documented, because when you document your earnings, it demonstrates your earning power. What does that mean? Your earning power, your ability to purchase, qualifying for debt service, buying a home, buying a car, things of that nature. Okay. So if you make money, pay taxes. And the more you make, hey, the more you create. And I believe that this is going to be a season for us to really dig within ourselves and reach in and pull out those innate gifts and talents. Because I believe that even this season, that some of you are going to open up businesses. You're not going to be just working a job. You're going to start a business, start something on the side that will maybe build into something greater. So, but if you'll never know if you don't start. So doing your taxes might be that seed money that you get back in your return to help start that new business. Okay. So we're grateful that you joined us on today, and certainly help us get this word out and let them know that the VITA tax season has begun, and you can get your taxes done at Urban Upbound for free, accurately and safely and securely and quickly. You can get your return. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at Urban Upbound.